What up, peeps?
Yeah, I get enough.
All right, Dave.
Dave.
Big and bold on the screen, Dave. And I believe Dave is a UK rapper, right?
Okay.
And we're gonna check out Dave for the first time. I think I've heard Dave a verse with Dave one time, and he was good. So now when I saw a subscriber that posted Dave as well as a UK, Mr. Alright, we're gonna check him out eventually. So we finally get to Dave. He has never heard Dave before.
Nope.
Alright, so let's see what Dave have on here. So this one is called Question Time. Right? So 8 bars entertainment, do pre.
8 bars.
Alright.
So what the question time all about?
Question for the new Prime Minister. How do you have a heart so sinister? How are we so wasteful when people are dying in Somalia, Afghanistan, Egypt, Libya? The irony is we have...
Right? Alright, so I'm ready to already because I'm my type of...
Exactly.
Because I'm my type of
Two kind of song them here, for real.
Yeah.
When you're not being lyrical, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. This is a caller.
Caller.
Exactly, yeah.
We
could name so many other artists when we do this the same. You understand?
Yeah.
Even Rhyme Asylum do this as well.
Yeah.
Enough for them, you know, reality kind of songs them. So, dude, already.
Yeah,
how
man.
could your heart be so sinister, Mr. Prime Minister? All these other countries dying. What are you doing? What would I help you do? Just lay back and watch what go on?
Yeah, man. Because it's not benefit them.
How do you have a heart so sinister? How are we so wasteful when people are dying in Somalia, Afghanistan, Egypt, Libya? The irony is we have no business in Syria, but kids are getting killed for all the business in Syria.
Ah! What?
So we now
we have no business in Syria.
Why the kids are get killed for the
business in Syria? That's a bar. What?
Damn, Dave. Fuck.
Ooh. That stand out.
Of course, Dave.
That stand out.
Is we have no business in Syria, but kids are getting killed for all the business in Syria. And then they try and tell you that it's ISIS. In their attempts at killing it, how many civilians died? So what's the difference between us and them? When you got drones killing kids just touching 10, then when a bomb goes off, every politician's lost like that last strike. It didn't kill 100 men. You ain't the...
Alright. Jones. Alright.
It's a Dave. It's a Dave.
Yeah.
Less than a verse and you start becoming my favorite already. Less than a damn verse.
Got drones killing kids just touching 10. Then when a bomb goes off, every politician's lost like that last strike didn't kill 100 men. You ain't the same as them, but all that fuel for the fire is what you gave to them and what you take from them.
Wow.
Because I am more what you take from them.
Fathers, it could be father, it could be a role model,
Yeah,
it could be somebody that just to stand up, somebody to look up to, a friend or whatever it might be, something positive.
Because guess what, in the black community, most youths now have no father figures because all of them gone to jail. So that's why some of them would have probably wouldn't turn killer if they have a father figure to look up to. Because the only role model they have are the one they want to sell drugs and all of that. So then
oh, Dave.
Dave, alright, Mr. Dave.
And the track at 6 minutes. And within less than a minute.
But all that fuel for the fire is what you gave to them and what you take from them. All my life I know my mum's been working, in and out of nursing, struggling, hurting. I just find it fucked that the government is struggling to care for a person that cares for a person. So
what is talking? For the government care for a person
that is caring for a person. Dude, your words are so Dude.
What?
These are the kind of words we touch.
Yeah, man.
Dave, behave. Dave, behave. Dave, you are becoming one of my favorite. Too quick. Too quick. Less than a damn verse.
Damn.
Government is struggling to care for a person that cares for a person. So where's the discussion on wages and budgets, how they made them redundant? When I was a young'un, the letters in our car said my mum was overdraft, but somehow I still had dinner money in my pocket. And even the little things like ordering pizza were probably the reason for overtime in the evening, 5 till 10.
Jesus, peace. Just the simplest thing as ordering a pizza might be the reason for overtime. Because then keep your back because somebody want a pizza will live 2 miles from here. And they need somebody to deliver it. So you have to leave where you deliver it before you go to your yard. Just as simple something as a pizza. Because of somebody want it.
Damn.
Yo, dude.
Fucking fucks.
Ordering pizza were probably the reason for overtime in the evening, 5 till 10, 6 hours of sleeping for 22 years. My mum was doing it clean.
6 hours sleep. 22 years!
Fuck yo. Dave. Alright, Dave. Damn. Alright.
2 thumbs up already. I get that from the first 5 seconds I sang. I just forgot to put it up.
22 years, my mum was doing it cleaning, dreaming that her kids would have a better life, going bed at night, struggling with getting by. That's the reality for millions of people in a nation where a lot of us were looking for a second try.
Looking for a second try.
A lot of us is looking for because life was so fucked up.
Looking for a second try.
Because of situations like this. Your parents couldn't properly school you, feed you.
Yeah, because of the government that made that happen.
And then you say, alright, first try gone because I couldn't do it on my own. I have to depend on my parents. Now me need a second try. Off my own, I'm still even reach where I've had that some of the time too.
Yeah. So what on this? So basically him going up in the same position and parents did not. You see?
Cycle.
For millions of people in a nation where a lot of us were looking for a second try. A question for the new Prime Minister, and please tell me if I'm being narrow-minded, but how do we spend so much money on defence and weapons to wage war when the NHS is dying, bursting at the seams?
Spend so much money on weapons when the NHS is dying. The medical team are dead out and you spend billions of dollars on weapons and military. And I give a fuck boy your medical.
Wage war when the NHS is dying, bursting at the seams. And what about the people that voted for us to leave for the money that it would see? 350 million we give to the EU every week that our health service needs. But now them politicians got what they wanted. Can you see an empty promise or a poster on the street? Nurses in tears because they're working every hour of the week and they still don't have the money that they need.
Red Drain, me need to stop the reaction here.
Yo.
Me need to stop the reaction here, yo.
Yo, this deep.
And the man just calm.
And
the man just calm.
So the man now force you up.
The man just a reason. Man just a reason with you. Like Prime Minister, whatever. Listen to me. This is what I'm saying to you. I'm just a reason out. Me not try to get aggressive or anything.
Just calm.
Just calm. You can't hear every single word that come out of the man's mouth, my youth. To him and pronounce everything properly.
Working every hour of the week and they still don't have the money that they need. You brought the heart of the nation to its knees. Underpaid, understaffed, overworked and overseen by people who can't ever understand how it feels to live life like you and me.
So the people who are gear, so the people who are gear. So what on there? No, so basically the people who are gear, they work and they tell you what to do. Them don't know half of what you are going through.
Exactly. All of them will get overworked, underpaid by you guys. Don't know what it feel like if you go through this when them are go. Yo, Dave. No, sir. No, I think we picked the wrong song to start with. That is.
Underpaid, understaffed, overworked and overseen by people who can't ever understand how it feels to live life like you and me. Patients lying in the corridors cause doctors can't even find a bed for them to sleep. I remember A&E and all them sickening screams of a little girl waiting for a surgeon to be seen. Privatized healthcare, guns for police, increased uni fees. Is this what they're selling us? Well, let me remind you, just in case you've forgotten, that we live in Great Britain, not in Donald Trump's America. Speaking of...
We live in Great Britain,
Not in Donald Trump's America!
What? Yeah. Damn! Alright.
Let me remind you, in case you forgot.
Britain in there,
Come
not
on,
America.
man. Why it seems as if we are mimic over there? So right now, when we this supposed to do well enough? How we reach here? Wow.
In case you've forgotten that we live in Great Britain, not in Donald Trump's America. Speaking of America, state and the president, with all due respect, I've got something to say to them. I just find it funny you can't give a hand to Palestine, but you can trade whole arms with Saudi Arabia.
You can't give a
That's a fucking ball!
You can't give a hand for help, but you can trade our own arms to Palestine. Yo!
Where this dude ya come from?
Yo!
Dude!
No,
You are... yo, dude. Dave.
Fuck?
Dave.
What, Dave? Damn! No, sir! You can't trade a hand, but you can trade a whole arm for the Palestine.
Lord, please. No. Yo.
Trade whole arms with Saudi Arabia.
I'm just fucking fed up with them. No weapons in it. That's it. So I get to say fucking fed up, no?
Look. I got a question for the new Prime Minister. At Grenfell Tower, your response was ridiculous. You hid like a coward behind your 5 million, dodged responsibility and acted like you're innocent. And I can see you're terrified. You're not good at telling lies. I'm getting why you stay away from everything that's televised. You look like a robot and you don't speak with any life. It feels to me like any guy in press could have said them lines. Imagine...
So you're coming like one robot, so any guy in the press could have said them
Like,
So, alright.
The camera.
Alright, so...
You don't want to be show up on you either.
So, basically, when you come on camera, then just write something here for tell people.
Yeah. Anybody could have picked up that and say, enough to come from you.
No.
and you don't speak with any life. It feels to me like any guy in press could have said them lines. Imagine going to the council for the safety of your block and you got kids but they're ignoring you at every time. Everyone who knew about that cladding should really be going to prison under rule of joint enterprise. But if it ain't a little kid with a knife, I bet that judge is going easy when he's giving him time. They don't deserve to be free. And you build an MP that knew about the conditions but did it to save cheese. When I listened to the things that the residents had seen, I was so shocked I couldn't even speak. Families, they know that had died in their sleep. How you choke on the smoke when you're struggling to breathe. The glow from the...
Yeah. We need some answers. We need some answers for them questioning people.
You choke on the smoke when you're struggling to breathe. The glow from the fire, the panic when you hear all the sirens, the crackling, the popping and the muffled out screams, the fear in the eyes of a man that was trapped who jumped 15 floors from the tower to the street.
Oh, that are the real traits in them attack when man jump off. Alright, yeah.
Is of a man that was trapped who jumped 15 floors from the tower to the street. I could only hear a fraction of the pain and the grief. Closing my eyes, trying hard not to cry at the joy and relief in the face of a man when a woman from the flat said his neighbor was alive. No help from the council in keeping any list or the people that survived, his neighbors and peers. And for that whole meeting I could see that he was trying, so his smile was an island and a sea full of tears. Look, I got a message for our old...
Hold on there. Because his smile was an island and a sea full of tears. His smile was an island and a sea full of tears.
Remember my days were a while ago. Me gone a while ago. Because I only see some but I only see because I'm gone a while ago.
Yeah, man, some serious thing. What I asked for?
His neighbors and peers.
Alright, and this could go for every to any nation.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Any nation basically a suffer this way then,
Yeah.
basically.
Could have been. So this is a perfect for your
The
son.
smile was an island in a sea full of tears. Look, I got a message for our old Prime Minister, David Cameron. I mean, you fucked us, resigned, and sneaked out the firing line. I want to know how you managed it. And are you bathing in the sun while the papers have a run at the woman that you left here to handle it? You're going to teach your little lad to be the man that's got a plan, and then the moment that it fails to abandon it? Are there bullies?
So the moment you feel it, just abandon your youth.
And that yeah, no, I must say that if that you go teach your youth.
Yeah.
As soon as something go fail, just abandon it. Nobody care who get fucking right, you know, just take for yourself.
You're gonna teach your little lad to be the man that's got a plan, and then the moment that it fails to abandon it? Are there bullies in his school? And when you pick him up after class, can you feel his embarrassment? I mean, you never gave a fuck about the youth, and that's the truth. There's no sympathy for you or your cabinet. I really wish I could have seen how you were scrambling when you lost the referendum that you had to win. I feel like politicians are all addicts in a big fat game, but it's lives that you gamble with.
Fuck that bumbo class. So the politician them are addicts and a life they gamble with.
That bad on so many different levels. What kind of mind you have here think of lines like them here?
Yo, this a man ain't easy, you know, man.
Yeah, brush your camera.
Yeah.
So I go so many time.
Yeah, man, that boy they two bad people. So the camera me get a little jerk up, you see it? so pull up that line there again.
Yo,
it's in a big fat game, but it's lives that you gamble with. I've got a question for the leader of the Labour Party, Jeremy Corbyn. Where do you want to take the country to? Honestly, I want to put my trust in you, but you can understand why if I got trust issues. Do you really have the faith of your party? Do you really have faith in the party that will come with you? And how do you plan on keeping all the promises, man? If I'm being honest, sir, I'm struggling to get with it. I just ain't getting it. Everybody's great until you get them into office, and then guys start forgetting things.
Oh, so they're great until they get in the office and then they start forgetting things. Fuck.
When that political amnesia kicks in.
So before me go in, I'm going to say, I'm all for the people and I will do everything. So once we go in, fuck the people.
I just ain't getting it. Everybody's great until you get them into office, and then guys start forgetting things. Prove to us you're different. Don't promise me anything. Go and get justice for a Sean Charles and Edison. And if you haven't had the thought to vote yet or protest because you don't really see the progress, I hope you know that what they're saying is affecting us. Small steps are way better than no steps.
And it be the simple thing.
You understand? Hi peeps. Peeps.
Yo.
This is one of them first time blown away track.
The first time hearing artist and him give such an impact.
Such an impact. You know, say.
Question time.
Dave, you're one of my favorites right now. One track, one solid track me listen because I said I've heard him on a feature track I think, and his words were brilliant. And I'm like, wow, this dude is creative. I like how him think. And then actually hear a track right now, like people. My last words right now, you know. My last words right now. Because these questions are questions that really need to be asked. But at the same time, when they're asked, they fall on deaf ears of the person that really should be listening to them. You know, it's just... But they make you think still, you know, these things that he said in the lyrics, like, you really have to think. You know, the bars.
Out.